Hey, what's going on? Just wanted to share this story about the old saying, "Ask and you shall receive," and like an actual example of like you have to be outlandish when you're asking the universe, when you're asking God, when you talk to yourself, and you're asking for the things that you want to be real in your life. So this was years ago. I started writing a lot when I was like 16, 17, 18. I just got into Tony Robbins, started writing a lot, my goals, sticky pad, paper, and then I graduated to those whiteboards that you get at Walmart for like 12 bucks. They're like what, 18 by 24? And I thought, oh man, if I could fill out one whiteboard, and then it got to the point where I had four of those whiteboards. I had already filled them out with like checklists, and the little secret is always add a little square, and you'll be shocked at how soon that checklist has been checked off. And so one day I was coming home pretty late from doing a tattoo party, and it was like 1 in the morning, and I was like, dude, I need a bigger whiteboard. That was one of the things that had been on my mind for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, as I needed a bigger whiteboard. And so that day I was getting home. I needed gas for the next morning, so I pulled over and I got some gas. And as I'm pumping gas, there's a police officer, there's a cop parked in front of like the convenience store. And so I walked in, I went in, I paid for my gas, blah, blah, blah. I get in my car, and as I'm leaving, a little voice, my intuition, something kept telling me, ask the cop, ask the cop. And I was arguing with myself for like 30 seconds. And sometimes you'll argue yourself out of your blessings. I'm telling you from experience. And I was sitting there for like 35, 45, a minute. Like, nah, why? I'm not, dude, I'm not going to go up to a cop at 1:30 in the morning. Like, that's crazy, bro. I'm not going to do that. And whatever, argued. And I said, you know what? All right, fuck it. I'm going to ask him. And I went to go like, hey, officer, it's just a weird request. And I explained to him. I explained to him goal setting and writing, and you got to write it down and think big and dream and take action and plan and execute and all these things. Shout out Tony Robbins, actually, Awaken the Giant Within. So back to my story, I tell him that, and then I'm looking for a larger whiteboard. And the first thing he kind of muttered from his mouth was, ask and you shall receive. He goes, you know what, man? At the station, because of our budget, we had to buy a new whiteboard today. The old one was perfectly fine, but we had to buy a new whiteboard today to maintain our budget for the year. He goes, if you follow me back to the station, if it's still there, it's yours. And now I'm like, oh man, like, dude, now I'm following a cop back to the police station. Like, oh, dude, I don't want to do that. But ask and you shall receive, and you're gonna have to go through an uncomfortable process in order to get what you need to get. But God has that heavenly timing for you. And so I follow him back to the station. He pulls in. Like 30 seconds later, he comes out like, got it, bro, got it. And it was bad. I still have that today. It was like 36 by 60. It was huge. It was a huge whiteboard, and I still have that to this day. And I was telling Blanca right now about that story, and because she was saying, she mentioned it. She mentioned asking you shall receive. And then I said, oh man, you want to hear a crazy story about it? And so I figured I would capture this on video, just put it out to you guys, and remind you to go out there and live a kick-ass life. Do something spectacular. Be outlandish with the thing that you're hoping to achieve in your life, because that's the only way you're going to hit a little bit of greatness. You know what I mean? You got to be outlandish to hit a little bit of greatness, because if you want to be normal, you're going to be below average. And that's one of the things that I wish someone would have told me when I was younger. You know what I mean? So get out there, use that to your advantage. If you have any questions, drop a comment. Y'all got my email, heartandhustlestudios@gmail.com. All right? I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.